What's he gonna sound like? Hey there! They said I was getting a roommate. Welcome to our dorm room. I'm Aeolus. I'm studying to be a musical performer. What are you here for? Hi, I'm Sean O'Connor. I'm in the Disbarred Bards class. Oh, that's awesome. I'm a bard, too. You're welcome to borrow any of my instruments if you want to practice your skills. Thanks. Got any lockpicks? Say what? Never mind. I didn't think so. Hi, Aeolus. So what is this place? It's some sort of old castle. Been here forever, as far as I know. They just opened the university here a few months ago or so. Cool, isn't it? We get to live like kings. Sounds like a royal pain to me. Take a few nights and maybe a rook. Check it out, mate. Just wait and see. You won't be bored. After all, bards rule. I don't know. Being a king is never a peasant experience. Serfs you right if you can't take a yoke. Resistance is futile. That's like... That could by itself be the pun allotment for the entire game, but it's just one conversation with this guy. How do we share this dorm room? There's plenty of spare room to share here. That's your bed with your desk beside it. You can stash your stuff in the wardrobe over on the other side of the room. What about all the junk on the floor? Feel free to move stuff if you need more room. There's no housekeeping service here, so I'm a self-made man when it comes to feats of neatness. So what can we do here at school besides sleep through our classes? I spend most of the evenings jamming with my mates, but the school has a nice rec room where most people hang out. After exams, it's a regular card game to work off some of the test tension and maybe make some money on bets. A card game, eh? Guess I need to brush up on my shuffle. It's the real deal, man, so if you're gonna swim with the card sharks, you need to spot the fishtails on the flop. After all, the odds are against you. You like puns, this guy's the guy to hang out with. No offense, but you look a bit odd. I've never seen eyes quite like yours, and what's with the bumps on your head? Rude, Sean. My mother was a fawn. Your mother was a deer? No, my mother was a fawn, a female satyr. My father had an affair with her. One day he found me as a baby on his doorstep. I guess I must look a lot like my mother. You don't know? By the time I learned about my mother, all the satyrs and fawns were gone from around my home in Sosari. One day I'm going to go off and look for my mother. I'd like to know why she left me. It's been a long day for me, so I should get some shut-eye. Good night, Aeolus. Rest assured you'll sleep like a dream. See you at the dawn, Sean. Whee! And the last thing to do is to take a look around at my side of the room here. This is a really solid wooden wardrobe, and it has my name on the plaque. It's clearly designed to store all the expensive treasure and gold I gather at this school. Assuming, of course, that I can gather any expensive treasure and gold around here. If I stole something, this would be the first place Turk would look for it. Hey, there are two daggers in here. One of the daggers looks long and sharp, the sort of weapon you'd use in a fight. The other is narrow and lightweight. Must be a throwing knife. I'll just have to add these to my collection. I should probably equip the dagger in case I get into trouble. Now I have a nice empty wardrobe of my very own. Whee! I actually will equip that dagger even though I'm not going to kill anything because there's areas you're not able to get into unless you have a weapon equipped. And while I'm at it, take a quick look at my inventory here, which now has an impressive 4 objects in it. And the charm buff is already worn off. And here we can see what the reputation situation is. I'm enemies with Turk, because he's a jerk. Sosari Sosi does not like me. I don't like him, so it's fair. And then we got a bunch of acquaintances, and Gregor is already my good friend. Cause Gregor's cool. We got in a thing. Not like that, you pervs. Alright, so this is a good time to save the game. So the other time limit here is if you go to bed later than midnight, you will be fatigued the next day. So that's to be avoided by whatever means possible. However, I can study this book here. This rogue book was written by someone named Fox. It's about using your brains and creativity to accomplish things. I also like Gregor. Gregor is cute. Gregor is friendly. And every time I study any book, it boosts my smarts a little bit, which is nice. It is now 4 minutes to midnight, which means that if I go to bed now, I won't be utterly worn out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, go to sleep, go through the beginning of the next day, and then probably call it because it's past my actual bedtime here almost, so I should probably cut the stream at some point soon. But for now, let's just go to sleep. Zzz. As I was saying, a rogue's motto should be, auf alles vorbereitet sein, be prepared for everything. That is why rogues have certain tools of the trade that they always carry with them. Rope, chalk, oil, pliers, grapnel, matches, and lockpicks are the tools of choice for the experienced rogue. For instance, a piece of chalk. In what way would a piece of chalk be useful to a rogue? Asked Kent. A rogue could use it to mark his path through a dungeon so he doesn't get lost. Yeah, that is obvious, but how else can a rogue use a piece of chalk? To keep silverware from tarnishing? Perhaps, but that is hardly a roguish usage. Come now. What creative way would you use chalk, Herr Kiro? You can rub it on lockpicks or a key to slide smoother into a rusty lock. Good. Rogue tools are versatile. What does one use a can of oil for, Fräulein Esme? To grease rusty hinge to stop squeaking? Yes. And what else? My people use a special oil to breathe fire from their mouths. One never knows when breathing fire would be of use, but I do not recommend anyone trying that particular trick. However, burning oil can be used as a weapon. Herr O'Connor, what do you consider to be the quintessential tool for a rogue? Let's go with humor here. A deck of cards. Why do you suggest a deck of cards? You can distract someone with a card trick, you can win money by playing poker, and you can never get lost. Never get lost. How do you use a deck of cards to do that? You sit down and start to play solitaire. Someone's bound to come along to tell you to play the red jack on the black queen. Then you ask them for directions. A deck of cards could have its uses, but I would not include it in the list of essential rogue tools of the trade. You may purchase many of the tools I mentioned in this discussion from the school's store. We will have further lectures on their use in the future. For now, you should acquire your own set of rogue tools. Think about how many different ways you can make use of them. A rogue is limited only by his own imagination. Excellent advice for everyone, Master. I already have my complete set of tools, and I shall put them to good use. Very well, Herr Saucy. You are a shining example for everyone here. Guten Tag. Alright. I think that is probably a decent spot to stop for the night, so thanks for popping in, people who popped in. I will be continuing this at some point in the future, not sure exactly when yet. For now, a good time of day, and see ya.